Okay,
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Take one.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Episode 2. Welcome, everybody. I am so glad you're here. If you're coming back for episode 2 because you watched our maiden voyage episode 1, we'll link it right above. But welcome to Midstreamers. I'm Chrystal.
I'm Rebecca.
And we are glad to have you. Today we are talking about 3 ways to stay fabulous.
That's right.
At any age.
At any age, especially over 50.
Especially over 50, because we forget how to stay fabulous.
Yeah, there are some special struggles with that, so we're going to talk about it.
There are.
Okay. You want me to start off?
Yeah.
Okay. Chrystal and I both thought there are 3 must-dos that people need to really think about as they get to be older to stay fabulous and feel fabulous. The first one is difficult, but it's really important. What is our one thing that matters to us most? That one particular thing. Just one. And I know our lives are busy. There's all kinds of things flying at us from day to day. And we have to keep up with. Some of us have grown kids. Some of us have teenagers. We have jobs, 2 jobs, parents to take care of. But what is that one thing, if you could just sit down in silence and write it down, that is so important to think about?
You know, when we were preparing for this episode 2, I was really reflecting on the past couple months, and that I think somehow through the busyness of life, you just get into the routine, and you get up, you go to work, you take care of your family, putting food on the table and going through your routines of life, and you forget about, what is that one thing that drives you?
Right. You forget about yourself sometimes, which is easy to do. It's really important to write it down, and you can write it down and you can scribble and change and wiggle and do it all over again, but you've got to nail it down. That's real important to do. Sometimes it can change.
It will change.
Sometimes
more than likely.
So it's kind of important to revisit that every once in a while. So we're going to give you examples. I'll start. Okay. For me, the most important thing to me that I thought about purposely after the age of, I'd say 55, is I want to stay relevant. I want to still stay important, not only to myself, but to all the people I'm connected to. Okay. I want to be open to change. I want to be open to them. A lot less judgment about it and more growth. I want to learn more and do really different things that I never thought that I would do. And even if they're so hard that I think I can't do them, that makes it even more fun for me. So that was really important to me, not to just kind of stay lethargic and do the same thing over and over every day and not learn the computer stuff, not that you have to, or not learn anything about AI. But I want to know what's going on in the world. I want to know how we're affected. That's important to me. And it helps me kind of keep more faith in everything and more positive. So that was what's most important to me.
So what is your most important thing, if you boiled it down?
My most important thing is again, to stay relevant at my age. As I'm a 64-year-old woman. And I'm going to stay important and relevant to the people I love in my life and the people I'm connected to. That's the most important thing. Studies show that we live longer, we live happier. If we focus on that, it's just as important as our jobs. It's just as important as our kids and our families.
I agree. It's kind of like you were mentioning in the last episode about how sometimes when you get older, it's almost like the world is telling you you're supposed to sort of disappear. Yep. Like, isn't it that little meme of
you back off and kind of get more quiet? Maybe you don't. That's just an example. What I find that happens sometimes is people withdraw, or they figure, I'm winding down in life. Okay,
I don't need my next big passion.
It's okay to chill. Slower life is great.
It is.
Slower life can be relevant, and you can learn a lot in a slower life. whatever matters to you, learn it and be good at it and enjoy it every single day.
So you want to know my one big thing?
I want to know.
So, I just dabble in all sorts of, and my career really was built on starting in engineering, but it led to engineering of content. So all different kinds of content, how it got from step 1 to step 10. And then I got a 3D printer when
A 3D printer.
A 3D printer.
Oh, those are different.
Yes. And so I got to use some of my mom and I just bought this thing for fun when I was down. And I had surgery earlier this year on my neck. And so I was down for several months and wasn't working. And my brain was like, what do I work on? And so anyways, got a 3D printer and started making random things that I needed. And art on the 3D printer. It's just so fun. Mm. But then I have been reflecting in all of this time, and I'm like, I love creating content. Mm-hmm. Like that is creating.
Right.
Art, like for instance, being an artist, I think, is more than your canvas, your oil paint, your brush, and your brain. It's putting together things in your whole life, putting together, cleaning your kitchen and arranging your salt and pepper shaker in just a certain way, in a certain light. I think that's art.
Yeah.
And so creating, I just want to keep creating. That's my one big thing. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, if it's something physical in a 3D printer, or if it's a video like sitting down, or a friendship like that we're letting blossom here.
Right.
So what is your one thing?
Yeah. Drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments.
Oh, I like to hear that. I'd like that. Number 2. Now, this is a big one. I see this everywhere. We all need to get real with it, okay? Stop comparing yourself. That's a big joy killer. It's easy to get stuck into it, or just pulled into it, I mean. We compare to, like if we see, let's just take social media, or TV. You're watching a TV show, somebody looks so much prettier. How did she get to be that pretty? Oh my gosh, she's so skinny. How did she get to be so thin? Oh, she looks like she's rich. How did she get so rich? Or somebody that, let's say that I was an author, and there's somebody out there that's an author too, that I think is, at my level, but they're so much more successful. They're selling all these books. What's wrong with me? Absolute joy killers. There's nothing wrong with you or us. What we need to do is stop comparing and start learning from other people. If you see people you admire that you want to learn from them. Don't compare. Because once you start taking those qualities, you're seeing some qualities that you really love. Write those down, take them, and start to build them for yourself. Just learn.
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously, we're in the United States. We live in, technically, the South. We have chronic comparison. So, for instance,
about women particularly, or just
women
everybody?
particularly, but it's particularly in the American culture, in my opinion. When our babies are born, it's like, oh, your baby is, 95 percentile height and weight, and then you're just sort of measured as you grow up. And so it's almost like we're doing this to ourselves, to be honest. It's because we're always like, oh, well, what is the normal thing a 64-year-old woman should be doing? Oh, what is the normal way a 50-year-old woman should look? Or what is the normal 62-year-old man? It's like, there is no normal. Mm-hmm. You are uniquely you. Be you.
Right.
And stop comparing to others. Don't use others to put a value on who you are.
No. If you see something of quality that you admire, learn from it.
Don't
be jealous about it, and don't cut. It's not bad. That's not a good word, covet. But don't sit there and wish it was you.
Yeah.
You are you. But if I want to, let's just take an example. If I want to be thinner, then I'm going to try to lose my weight. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to do some research and get into it. not just be, oh, she's so skinny. And by the way, a lot of times that isn't healthy anyway. Remember, keep it in perspective.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's important to be out there and to be around people that you feel are quality and to look up to that. But the comparison trap is it can be a real joy killer.
Absolutely. And the other thing I wanted to mention here is style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is comparisons in style. Like, I really want that haircut. Great, go get that haircut. Or I really like that makeup she's using. Awesome. Try it out.
Give it a shot.
But remember, you are uniquely you. And so what is your style?
Right.
You should have a style because you are you. And how do you like presenting yourself to the world? And so if someone else has like an outrageous style, awesome.
Right.
Like learn from others in the way they present themselves to the world. And it can be a really cool experience because then like instead of looking at the world critically, you look at the world with curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you those qualities, if you start to develop them yourself, you're going to wear them so much better than if you try to be like someone else. But learn from them, take some of that with you, and go for it.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. Oh, I love this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we talked about our top passion. We talked about how we've really got to stop measuring ourselves against other people. So how do we do that? We've got to bust some fear. We've got to do some fear busting.
Yep. It's called courage, my friends. Yep. That's tough. This is tough. We have that self-talk in our head. Now, we all know what this is. That little voice. Mm. And sometimes we don't even hear it, but if you stay still long enough, you'll hear yourself talking to yourself. And most of the time it's negative. Why is that? It's not that we're bad people. It's just we're trying to keep ourselves safe. This goes way back into genetics and all of that evolution.
Yep.
We're tribal by nature. We try to keep ourselves safe, so we're always looking for safety. Mm-hmm. But if at some point, I love doing this. I sit down and I just listen to what I'm saying to myself, and I turn it around and make it positive. Like I'm looking in the mirror and I'm wearing an outfit, and I see something like, but this part looks really good. Like, oh, my pants don't fit exactly the way I want. Maybe I should change my shirt. Well, why don't you turn around and look at it from another angle? Put a nice necklace on.
That's right.
Some pretty earrings. You'll change your perspective. Say positive things. It really helps.
Yeah, and you could look in the mirror and see a thing, but that's only what you and your inner voices are seeing. Mm-hmm. That someone else could come in the room and see something completely different.
Right. So an example of this for me was I have an Instagram account that's grown a lot, but I was really reluctant. I don't know if any of you are on Instagram, but I really love being on YouTube too because it involves filming, real filming. When I was on Instagram and the Reels came out, this was like 2.5, 3 years ago. Only do Reels. I hated that. It used to only be beautiful pictures and carousels and conversations and comments. Well, it turned into Reels, and that was it. So I had to change. Oh, that took me about 2 years. I thought I could never film. I compared myself to all my fashionista, really big influencers, which I have a lot of them, are wonderful people, and they know how to do it. It's confidence. You have to get on there and look a little bit different and maybe, film over a little bit. But once you get going with it, it's very natural. And you can tell when somebody believes themselves and not trying to be perfect. And now I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I'll get up every other day and I'll set up my camera and I get my stuff out and I start filming. I don't even have a script.
That's so fun.
I have bullet points. So the more you practice, the more if you enjoy it, you got to keep doing it.
Yeah. And that goes for anything, right? Mm-hmm. Not just filming because that's her passion, but you may have your own passion. Like it might just be about your rose bushes, and the focus on just like tending to those rose bushes. So like everybody's got their own thing. And that goes back to our original, what is your thing?
Yeah. Yep. Another example, is sourdough, which we're going to talk about in a few films, a few of our episodes. We're going to do interviews and we're going to do some demonstrations. That big comparison trap out there for sourdough is rampant. Like, nobody's going to make sourdough the same way. There's core principles to it that you should abide by, but not everybody's going to make it the same way. Not everybody's home is 75 degrees. Not everybody has the same same equipment, the same products, the same flour.
Oh, can I interrupt you?
Yeah, come here,
So
Bucky.
we have got a little Moby down here.
We have a new member in the episode.
Yes.
Mr. Moby do.
Oh, Mr. Moby. Who is this?
Moby is dismayed because it's raining heavily. But he is a 14-year-old Yorkie. You want to say hello to everybody out there? Mm-hmm.
Hi, Moby.
He's a sweetheart.
Oh, look at him.
He's a 14-year-old Yorkie, and he's a mama's boy. Oops. Dang.
How sweet.
Cutie. You go see Daddy.
So we've now met all 3 members of the Midstreamers team. The furry members anyways.
Yep.
That's right. So I just wanted to say one more thing about the fear-busting discussion. So I don't know if you've done any reading on, like, you know, those like negative inner voices are what I've heard some people call like thought forms.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have to be neutralized.
Yeah.
By just thinking the opposite.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I used to do a lot of work with groups on this. Write down what you have to stop and hear what you're saying. Write it down and then make it a positive.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself, but I guarantee you that there's a middle of the road or something positive. Again, it's just our nature to do that, and it's a powerful tool to motivate ourselves and get moving.
That's right.
Really get unstuck. It's one of the best exercises out there.
Yes, unstick yourself, because you can easily get into this sort of, especially as you get older, right? And perhaps as your schedule is slowing down or speeding up, to be honest.
Yep.
And, you know, you can just get into this like mode of like, oh, you walk outside, oh, it's rainy, oh, I tripped on the gravel. And then like you start seeing like everything that's negative in the world, but you could just like sort of scratch that.
Yeah.
And look for the positive.
Yeah.
And it is unbelievable. Like, I've been working on this for the last couple months. Is every time I leave the house, I'm like, what is one cool thing I'm going to see? And something always shows up. A cool bird, a turtle. I see a cool house.
Something beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. And I think everybody does this when they look in the mirror. Do you say something really cool to yourself? Or do you look for what needs to be improved? I got to improve. Or do you just see something that doesn't need to be improved? You just look at it. It's great.
Yeah. So if you need to hear this, you are uniquely you, and you are beautiful, whoever you are. I just want to say that this has been such a deep conversation, and I love it. I love it. Mm-hmm. Each one of you are fabulous. We are fabulous, and we're working on being even more fabulous.
More fabulous, you bet.
Yes. Thanks for joining me.
Yes.
This has been fun. Thank you all for joining us. If you haven't yet, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. It helps it get it out. And if you'd like to hear more from us, hit that subscribe button, and the little bell icon will help notify you when our videos come out. So we are starting a new schedule. Do you want to talk about our release schedule every week?
That's right. Every Friday, is that right?
Every Friday at noon Central Standard Time. Start waiting for our videos. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. We're going to get our hands in sourdough. What else are we going to do? We're
going to go out and on excursions. We're going to go where we think no man has gone. Well, I'm kidding. Where women love to go, where men love to go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Follow along. Field trips. Fishing, shopping. Eureka Springs has a lot of fun little shops.
Yes.
And they're really quirky.
This is in Northwest Arkansas, where we live. Okay. Have a really quirky little town nearby called Eureka Springs.
Yep.
And we're going to take you on some field trips there. It's a really cool, like, Victorian town.
It's like a little San Francisco.
Yes. It's awesome.
Really cool.
It's built completely
in
of
the
limestone.
Ozarks.
In the Ozarks. Yes. So we have lots of fun plans and lots of fun discussions. Thanks for coming along while we got a little deep today, but we know you are fabulous, and we hope you have a fabulous day.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.